The phone rang on a Tuesday night, right as I was pulling a frozen pizza out of the oven. It was a lawyer from a small town in Pennsylvania, a place I haven't stepped foot in since I was 7 years old. He told me my Uncle Ray had passed away, and that I was the only name in the will. I almost laughed. Uncle Ray was the black sheep. My mom spent 20 years telling me he was a thief, a man who cleared out my grandmother's savings and vanished into the night, leaving the rest of the family to pick up the pieces. I grew up hating that man. Every time we struggled for rent, every time mom worked a double shift at the diner, she'd remind me, we're in this hole because of your uncle's greed. I drove 5 hours to that dusty little town just to sign the papers and sell whatever junk he left behind. I wanted it over with. The lawyer handed me a rusted, heavy metal lockbox, no key, just a note taped to the top that said, "For Leo, when the time is right." I took it to a local locksmith. When the lid finally creaked open, I didn't find stacks of cash or stolen jewelry. I found receipts, hundreds of tiny, yellowing carbon copies. They were mortgage payments, monthly checks, sent anonymously to my mother for 15 years. There was a ledger too. In Ray's messy handwriting, it detailed how my mother was the one who had actually spent the savings on a sure thing investment that went south, and how Ray had walked away, taking the blame, so I wouldn't grow up knowing my mother had gambled away our future. He didn't run away with the money. He ran away so I could keep respecting the woman who raised me. He spent 2 decades working in a coal mine, living in a one-room shack, just to send those checks and stay the villain in my story. I sat in my car in that quiet Pennsylvania town, and I cried until my chest burned. I realized then that some people love you so much, they'll let you hate them, if it means you get to keep your world whole. Now, every year on the anniversary of his passing, I drive back to that town. I buy a coffee at the diner, and I sit by his grave. I don't say much. I just whisper, "I know the truth now, Ray, and thank you for being the bad guy so I could have a hero."